Board members, the day has arrived. SolForge Fusion has landed on my doorstep. Okay, I'm really excited about SolForge Fusion. I got a little bit more than the base pack. I did get the starter, and I did get, I upgraded with the player mat, and then I added some extra boosters. So we're gonna open the, well, I'm gonna start with the dice tin because it's easier and it's right here in front of me. A little bit of ASMR for you folks. Dice tin. It comes in this little plastic wrap. Yay. Metal dice tin. Comes with a bunch of D10s. Now the reason that is, unlike a lot of card games where your creatures attack or defend or whatever, the damage gets wiped at the end of the turn, that's not the case in this game. So you're going to need a way to track damage, or hit points if you will, and also attack modifiers. From what I understand, you can give your creatures attack modifiers in this game too. So there are a myriad of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dice. For this, 10 are green, 5 are red. I'm just going to put them all back in this bag, put them back in the tin, and set that aside for now. Why? Because we got to get to the great stuff. Kickstarter exclusive edition, SolForge Fusion. Justin Gary has done it again. Yes, he partnered with Richard Garfield. Let me tell you, Justin Gary is an incredible card game maker. Ascension. I didn't know he was touching World of Warcraft miniatures until he did an interview with my new pals over at Covenant, Zach and Steven. Guys are awesome, by the way. I listened to that interview and learned that Justin Gary did Warcraft miniatures card game and Versus. I didn't know that he touched on Versus too. Another one of my old favorites gone by the wayside. Enough about that. Let's talk about SolForge Fusion. More SolForge Fusion. I think this is the paper mats. It is indeed the paper mat. Don't really need to open that up because there is an actual rubber upgraded play mat here. Okay. These are tokens, trackers, if you will, -1 health, -2 health. So if you don't use the dice to track that, or if you run out of dice because you, I can't imagine you're running out of dice. You only have 5 lanes, so I guess that's kind of a non-issue. If you don't want to use the dice, there are some trackers in here. There's also pack. I have to focus my inner anime to do that. There. Got it open now. I've got, sorry, it's a lot of stuff. So yeah, these are health trackers. Oh, and also attack power tokens as well. +2, +1, +4, +3, +10, +5. And the other side is the minuses. So just set those, is there a spot for them on the board? Not really, I'll just set them off to the side. Okay, here's this first pack. These are Plant Spirit here, and these are level 2. 2, 2, 2. All of these are level 2. So we've got the Oak Father. It's got Breakthrough, 8 attack, 8 health. So there is 3 copies of Oak Father, 8 attack, 8 health with Breakthrough. Spell Swarm, a minion creature. This is an elemental with 3 attack and 9 health. When you play a spell, give this +3 attack. Let's see here. Zombie Brute, 6 attack, 6 health. Level 2 with no effect. And so what I understand is when they have no effect, this is much stronger, I thought. That's what I understood. And then a Mega Gizmo, not to be confused with a Minor Gizmo. Mega Gizmo here is 6 attack, 6 health. When a creature replaces this, give it an additional 6 attack and 6 health. Wow, that's incredible. I don't know quite how you replace a creature. Maybe if you want to play something in a lane that already has something, you can replace it. And if you do, it gives it +6/+6. That's pretty cool. You're seeing kind of an example, by the way, of the 4 different factions. There they are. So I think I'll just set these off to the side and dig into these packs. Every starter comes with 4 packs, and these 4 decks, what you do is you take any 2 of these and make 1 big deck. So we'll just set these over here so that the shiny's not so shiny. rip into some more ASMR for the masses. This is the Forge card. Okay, so when you don't control the Forge, it goes like this. And when I play a creature, when I don't have the Forge, they're forced to be played in the back row for defense purposes. If I do have the Forge, they are placed in the front row for attacking purposes. So there's the Forge card. Here's the Steel Rosetta, the Riding Sword of Guardians. This is unique deck 3661 from the Kickstarter set. Now these cards are the only cards that are going to be numbered. If you got them in the Kickstarter set, they're the only ones that are going to have numbers associated with them. So I'm super excited about that. You scan this little QR code into the SolForge Fusion website that says, I, Boardroom Gamer, own the Steel Rosetta deck. So that's exciting. Here's a list of the cards that are in there. No point in really reading that list because we're about to discover it. It says, one day the Allowan must recognize that nothing happens outside of nature. The supernatural is fiction. The Allowan are the blue faction, the Allomancers, if you will. So it's kind of this color. Let me see if I can get a little higher. It's this color here. That's the Allowan. So we've got Aegis Wings. This is a level 3 spell. Give a creature 8 attack. This turn it gets mobility 3. And this is free. Armored Captain is 6 armor. What I understand about armor, now these are level 3 cards, very, very powerful. So I think I'm going backwards maybe. Most powerful to the least powerful, but that's okay. It's kind of fun eating your dessert first, right? 6 armor means if I don't hit him for 7 damage, he won't take any. That's what I understand about that. And upon deploying this guy, give your other warriors +6 attack and +6 health until his last breath. Oh, and there are numbers at the bottom too of these cards. This is card number 879. This was card number 29. So that's also awesome. Heavy Artillery, you may give a creature +12 attack, and you may give a creature -12 attack. So in a lane where there's the heavy fighting going on, that's a great card. This Lucid Echoes spell says upgrade a card in your hand, deal 20 damage to a creature. I think that would end a creature's life. Metamind Overseer. You may play a Mega Gizmo minion. Well, we saw those Mega Gizmo minions earlier, so there's that. Palladium Simulacrum. Mobility 1. When a creature moves lanes, give this +5 attack. Ooh, a Rallying Tinker. Look how cool that card is. She's so angry. What's she so angry about? Deploy. You may destroy all enemy minions. You know, I have a thought around that statement. You may destroy all enemy minions. I can't think of a reason why you would never not want to destroy all enemy minions, unless destroying them deals you damage. But anyhow, I digress. A Sonic Burst. Destroy all enemy creatures with 8 attack or less. Tech Upgrade. Choose one. Deal 10 damage to a creature. Give a creature 10 armor this turn, or upgrade up to 2 cards in your hand. If you have a Scientist in play, you get to choose 2 of those abilities instead. I was hoping this Rallying Tinker would be a Scientist, but it is not. Venerable Reinforcements. Oh, again, a little more angsty, I'm mad kind of guys. Give creatures adjacent to them 5 extra health. And then I think these are all now, yes, these are the level 2 cards of everything we just saw. So let's take that Venerable Reinforcements, for example. Level 2 is a 7/7 with give adjacent creatures 4 health. The level 3 is a 7/8, give them 5 health. So if I go and find the level 1 version, they are a 4/6, give adjacent creatures to this +3 health, and they 4 attack, 6 health. So as they level up, you can see kind of right there, 4 attack, 7 attack, 7 attack, 6 health, 7 health, 8 health. And then they give adjacent creatures 3 health, 4 health, 5 health. So that's kind of, again, I don't know all of the aspects of gameplay, but I do understand the idea of it. And the idea is you take all these level 3s and level 2s of the half deck that you're using, and they go in one section. And then let's say we're going to use this other half deck called, I don't know what this one's called yet. Got to open it up. Those 2 will probably be open before I get this one open, at which point I'll take the one that's open. That's ridiculous. There's no call for how fast she opens these. Okay, I got it. Haha. So let's take a look at deck number 2. Oh, one thing I didn't notice or mention, and I apologize for not mentioning it. I was, in all of my excitement for all of this, I forgot to mention that you also control a Forgeborn. Your Forgeborn is your hero. Boom. Steel Rosetta. Now, Steel Rosetta's abilities at level 2 is Inspire. This has the level 2 ability of your unused Forgeborn. And then level 3 is Choose a creature. It is replaced this turn. You may reanimate it. And level 4 is Tinker. You may play up to 2 Mega Gizmo minions. So Steel Rosetta, if you chose her as your Forgeborn, those abilities would come in play when you cycle through those different rounds. And I believe those rounds are cycled once you run out of cards. Every time you run out of cards, you change to level 2, level 3, and level 4. Again, that's my thought on how I remembered hearing about the game. All right, back to the thing at hand. We have a Spell Swarm card here, a Spell Sprite. At level 1, when you play a spell, give this +2 attack. Look at that. It's like a little puppy boulder. But then it becomes a Spell Swarm. He's a little more angsty there. When you play a spell, give this +3 attack at level 2. This is Nova, the Nature Bioengineers, deck number 14,734. So if I wanted to combine this half deck with this half deck, I would have to choose whether I wanted to be Nova as my Forgeborn or Steel Rosetta as my Forgeborn. So hopefully kind of understanding that you still pick a hero, for lack of a better word, called a Forgeborn, to be your avatar, for lack of a better word. So Nova here states Nova's Dominion, play up to 2 Wisp minions. Nova's Wrath, give one of your creatures +6 attack. If it's a minion, it may strike its opposing creature. And at level 4, Nova's Might, give your creatures +5 attack and +5 health. Again, one of the things that's cool about this game is if you get a copy of Nova in your deck, it's not going to have these 3 abilities at all. It's going to have a totally different set of abilities, even though it's still Nova. So that's kind of neat. Also, and I'm going to go, I don't know why there's a backwards card in here. I'm going to go back to front instead of starting with the heavy hitters. When you get your deck of, let's say, Vermin, your Vermin might not be a Leyline Vermin. It might be a Combat Vermin or a Camouflaged Vermin, or you might get a Leyline Hunter. All these different words give you all these different abilities. So maybe your Vermin has Stealth and your Hunter has Deploy. This turn an enemy creature loses all printed abilities. That's where the game gets really, really cool. It's not just that this combination of cards is different than any other combination of cards. The abilities on the cards are also different than any other person's abilities on their cards. Nobody has access to this Refreshing Druid that has these 2 abilities. Only me. I'm the only person with access to this card in this deck. So that's what's pretty neat. All right, so if I go through, let's just go through some of these. Camouflage Hunter has Stealth. There was a card I saw that talked about the abilities. Keywords, found it. Aggressive, a creature with aggressive always enters play in the front row of the lane it's placed in. So yes, so it can attack, because even if I don't control the Forge and I play a creature with aggressive, it goes in the front row, so it can do battle. Activate, creature may be exhausted, turn sideways to use their ability. Defender, enters play in the back row of the lane it is placed in. Mobility, a creature with mobility may be exhausted to move into an empty lane up to X spaces away, where mobility X is the number. Stealth, a creature with stealth does not engage in combat with creatures in the back row and will instead attack the opposing player directly. So if you tried to put a big elephant back here to block and I had stealth, I would ignore that elephant and go right through to your hero. Armor, we talked about that. Before taking damage, you apply its armor first, then the health is reduced. Breakthrough, we talked about that. The extra damage carries over. So there are keyword cards for you. It just kind of got buried in my excitement. All right, next deck, Korok, the Platoon of Attracting. Korak could not resist the duel with Varna. A mistake. Korak and Varna fell while Cersei ascended. Unique deck 10,321 from the Kickstarter set. And no, that'll never get old. It does look like a fun game. Rex, I do think so too. I can't wait. Korak says, Flame Strike, deal 5 damage to a creature. Demolish, destroy a creature with decreased health. And then Whirlwind, give a creature +8 attack and move it to any lane. That's kind of what I'm most excited about, is discovering the lane versus lane play, much like those MOBAs. Let's take a look at some of these level 1 creatures. The Assailing Lasher. It's an elemental creature. Deploy, deal 3 damage to another creature. Deploy, if this is unopposed, deal 3 damage to the enemy player. So unopposed, if I play this in a lane where you don't have a creature, this is unopposed, I get to shoot your Forgeborn directly for 3 damage. A Blizzard Shaman. Activate it to deal 2 damage to all creatures. Well, all creatures probably means your creatures too, so be very, very careful with that one. Burnout. You may play a Spell Sprite minion. Give your creatures +2 attack. By the way, the minions come in the starter deck. So you notice the blue Steel Rosetta said play a Gizmo minion. So here's the Gizmos. Level 1 Gizmos and level 2 Gizmos are on the back. Those come in the starter deck. And this one said play a Spell Sprite minion. Well, we saw that Spell Sprite. That was a little cute little stone puppy dog looking thing. Give your creatures +2 attack. So anyhow, that's a quick thing on the minions. Burnout. You may play a Spell Sprite. We just said that one. Field of Rage. Oh, Fit of Rage. Give a creature +4 attack, and this turn it gets Breakthrough. If you played another spell this turn, you may choose up to 2 creatures instead. Seems pretty powerful. Card number 1. That's what it says. It says it right there. Card number 1. You can't see it because I turned off autofocus, but it does say it. 1 armor, has 4 attack and 5 health. This is the Forge Plate Yeti. Choose a creature. Upon deploy, you may deal 1 damage to it for each armor on your creatures. Wow. Pyre Song. Destroy a creature with decreased health. Scorchmane Dragon. This is the dragon egg. So you would not play this. You would put it in your discard pile and wait for it to cycle. So now I've got to go through and look for the upgraded dragon. You'd wait for it to cycle so you can grab your level 2 dragon and see what that looks like. Summoning Spell Knight. If you played a spell this turn, give this +2 attack. You may play a Sprite minion when you deploy it. The Undeady. Huh? That's my kind of card. It's an Undead Yeti. Love it. He's aggressive. Very aggressive. Won't be pushed around. If you get that reference, you're awesome. If you have a creature with decreased health, this is free. And Volcanic Invocist. If you played a spell this turn, deal 2 damage to a creature or player. If you played a spell this turn upon deploying, give this +5 attack instead. So that is the level 1 cards from the Korak deck called the Platoon of Attracting. Now let's dig for that level 2 dragon and see what happens here. Scorchmane Dragon. All right. So this dragon egg, deep below she waits, it becomes a level 2. Awake, enraged, she rises. Has mobility 2, and upon deploying, deals 5 damage to an enemy creature. It's a 7/7. All right, so then we're going to skip ahead to the level 3 Scorchmane Dragon. Ooh, boy howdy. Mobility 4. So mobility 4, by the way, if the Scorchmane Dragon is here, mobility 4 says 1, 2, 3, 4. It has the ability to go anywhere on the board it wants. It's a 13 attack, 13 health, and upon deploying, deal 5 damage to all enemy creatures. That thing is nuts. That thing is nuts. Gonna be fun for whoever plays this deck. I have a feeling it's not gonna get to be me because my wife kind of likes dragons a little bit. So that is the Korak deck. Okay, we have one more to go. And we just heard about Cersei, and this card's called Cersei's Call, so I'm wondering if we're going to see something about Cersei. So here's another. Nyx Nakia, bunch of suspending and criticizing. Sounds like my marriage. The desireless dead could work farms and mine ore. They could rebuild the whole world. This is unique deck 6525 from the Kickstarter set. So there's Nick's. Oh wow, what a cool looking avatar. Nick's Nakia. Neat. All right, let's take a look at some of these cards. We've got Circe's Call. You may play a mindless zombie minion for each spell played this turn, including this one. I feel like zombie minions are coming out heavy in this deck. Deploy. If this played in a lane with an opposing creature, destroy this. There must be a reason to destroy your own things. The Hematophagic Slime. Yes, I did practice that off stream, even though I just opened this now. The Hematophagic Slime says you may destroy another one of your creatures. If you do, gain 3 health. Okay. I just noticed something I didn't notice before. I wonder if I should fire up my other camera to show it. That's a preview of what they look like at level 2 and level 3. That little window. So you know, hey, should I level this card or should I play this card right now? That's really cool. And since I have the card cam fired up, I want to show you how cool Nick's Nakia looks. She's awesome looking. Like the hands are grasping at her. Really cool. She has an Army of the Damned ability, play up to 2 mindless zombies. Then Raising Dead, you may play a mindless zombie minion, give your minions 4 attack. And then Soul Rip, destroy one of your creatures to play a creature for free. Yeah, doesn't Nyx look cool, Rex? I totally agree. All right, well, now that we have card cam fired up, we'll keep that handy for any other important things. The Hibernating Creeper. Deal 5 damage to an enemy player unless they destroy one of their creatures. This is a 2/7, a 2 attack, 7 health. That's a great defender. The Ossuary Mech. This is a creature, it's a robot spirit. When it's destroyed, upgrade a level 1 card in your discard pile. Cool. Shambling Amoeba. Creature, Ooze. When one of your creatures is destroyed, deal 1 damage to a player and you gain 1 health. Spirit Leash. Give a creature -4 attack and -4 health, and you may give a spirit +2 attack and +2 health. A Vampiric Demon. Deal 2 damage to a player and you gain 2 health. Virix Embrace. Deal 4 damage to a creature, you gain 4 health. All right, we should probably leave card cam going because some of these are ridiculously awesome. If I do that. There you go. So it's like somebody embracing, I mean, it's super cool. So let's take a look at the other heroes close up since I have that card cam rolling. Here's Korok. Big, beefy, barbarian looking guy. And we have Nova. Typical elvish druid looking lady there. Then we have Steel Rosetta. This one kind of gives me steampunk vibes. Okay, so that's the starter set. Now that we got the starter set going, let's take a look at some of these booster packs. I got 5 booster packs from the Kickstarter. And in each booster pack, there are 4 more half decks, which is the equivalent of a starter pack minus the minion cards and the paper mat and the keywords and the rules and all that kind of thing. This is just the cards. So I'm going to ship 3 of these away for opening purposes while I fumble. I think I figured it out though. This thing in the middle opens up pretty easily. So if you get, it does come with 1 minion card. So this is the Ironbeard deck, the Unlocking Thingies Mantles. This is unique deck 20,220. You do get some more minions, so that's cool. We'll just build a pile of those. Let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at Ironbeard here. Yeah, definitely my flavor. There's Ironbeard. Very steampunk. Intimidate, set a creature's attack to 0. Reinforce, give a creature 8 attack this turn. It gets 8 armor. And then shields up. You and your creatures get 10 armor this turn. Looks like it's right up your alley. Same here, Rex. I'm a super fan of steampunk, and so I might just mix two of these steampunk decks together, even though it might not be the smartest play. All right, let's take a look at what we got. SolForge Oracle. Deploy. Upgrade a card in your hand, then discard it. So it's a way to get cards upgraded faster. The Arrogant Justicar. It's just a 10 attack, 4 health on like the first wave level 1. That's just a big, beefy guy. The Arrogant Warden. It's a creature robot. Deploy. If you have another robot in play, it gets +4 attack and +4 health. So if, let's just say this Steel Rosetta deck does have lots of robots, this would be a great deck to combine with it. The Bright Steel Gargoyle. If you have the Forge, now remember, having the Forge means that this card here is, I say face up, it's sunny side up, like your eggs. The Bright Steel Gargoyle says if you have the Forge, give this 4 armor this turn. Otherwise, give it 1 attack and may move it up to 1 lane. Bright Steel Sentinel. Deploy give your robots 3 armor this turn, so that's a deploy ability. Camouflage Prophet has stealth. It's a 3 attack, 7 health. Energy Surge is a spell. You may play a Gizmo minion, upgrade a card in your hand, then discard it. Gauntlets of Solgrim is a spell, and you may deal 3 damage to a creature. You may give a creature 3 armor this turn, so that's 2 different spell lines there. Palladium Hindermind. On deploy, you give a creature 3 armor this turn. You may move that creature to any lane if you have another mage in play. Then the Taunting Techno Hulk. This is a zombie robot creature. 1 armor, mobility 1, so it can move 1 lane. Deploy, you may move an enemy creature to this lane. So it kind of has like a taunt ability, if you will. It drags them into that lane. Cool. That was the Ironbeard deck. All right. So my lovely wife is here assisting me. Which color is next? Oh, Korok, okay. Excellent. So what I was saying at the opening of this video is that you may get a Korok, and I have a Korok, but those 2 Koroks will not be the same. So here they are, as I show the camera without it being turned on. So here's another Korok. Notice it has Whirlwind, Flame Strike, and Demolish, okay? In that order. The other Korok has Flame Strike, Demolish, and Whirlwind. Notice the level 2 Flame Strike deals 2 damage, or 5 damage. The level 3 Flame Strike deals 8 damage. So depending on where your abilities sit and which level they're on, it will matter like which Korok you get. Which, by the way, you can't just like use this Korok in the other deck. This Korok is for the Wizards of Jetting and Hitting deck. Deck number 34,095. It comes with a Spell Sprite minion. So Spell Sprite minion looks like this, and then the Spell Swarm minion looks like that. And you have to use it with that deck. Combat Colossus. 7 attack, 5 health. Just a very beefy level 1 character. Everflame Aura. Ready a creature and give it +3 attack. This turn it gets mobility 1. If that creature has decreased health, this is a free action. The Fire Fist Uranti. It's like a werewolf, kind of. Defender. Activate, deal 1 damage to a creature or player. So remember, Defender means it has to get played in the back row, even if you control the Forge. Deploy. If this is unopposed, give it +4 attack. It's a hibernating glider, has 1 attack and 7 health. Primordial Slam, deal 4 damage to a creature, and you may give a warrior +4 attack. Pyre Song, destroy a creature that has decreased health. Pyromantic Sentinel, give this 1 attack and 1 health for each spell in your Banish Zone. There's a Banish Zone right over here. Deploy, you may deal 2 damage to a creature. Stampeding Megasaur. It's a 5 attack, 5 health dinosaur. Deal 5 damage to one of your creatures. Deal 5 damage to an enemy creature. So many pre-made decks, you say. Yeah, so the booster packs aren't packs, they're half decks. So the booster pack I just opened has 4 half decks in it. And you can combine any 2 half decks to make a full deck. And then out of those 2 half decks, let's say we combined Steel Rosetta and Nova. Out of those 2, we have to pick one of these 2 to be our actual Forge-born leader. Steadfast Warstoker. It's a Yeti. It's a 6 attack and 2 health. White fur and blue flame. And then a Stormcaller. Creature. Mage. 7 attack, 2 health. Deploy. The enemy player may choose to take 3 damage. If they don't, you may play a level 1 spell for free. Okay. So that is Korok number 2. Also got another Nyx Nekia. So let's take a look at the new Nyx. This one has Dark Summoning, play a Zombie Brute, Army of the Damned, play up to 2 Zombie Brutes, and Soul Rip, destroy one of your creatures and play a creature for free. That is a difference here. Army of the Damned says play 2 Mindless Zombies. Raising Dead, you may play a Mindless Zombie minion and give your minions 4 attack. And then Soul Rip, destroy one of your creatures, play a creature for free, was the same on that particular one. But overall, she was different. And this deck is called Eaters of, come on, I just saw it. Eaters of Raving and Missing. This is deck number 26,768 from the Kickstarter set. Okay, let's take a look at what's in here. Well, a Zombie Brute, a Mindless Zombie, minion card. An Arrogant Apparition. It's a creature spirit. Deploy, you may destroy another one of your creatures to give this 2 attack and 2 health. A Blight Witch. I'll leave it. Creature Zombie Mage. Destroy another one of your creatures to play a spell for free. Corrupt Fiend. When this is destroyed, give one of your creatures +2 attack and +2 health. Upon deploying, this deals 5 damage to you. Ooh. Energy Prison. It's a spell. Give a creature -7 attack. Upgrade a card in your hand, then discard it. You may play a Mindless Zombie minion by playing Ghastly Renewal. If you have a Scientist in play, you may play up to 2 Mindless Zombie minions instead. They made a card called Om Nom Nom Nom. Give a creature -3/-3. If this destroys a creature, you may play a Mindless Zombie. And they literally did name it Om Nom 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 Nom. Ossuary Mech. Okay, cool. I was waiting to find a card that we had in a previous deck. I want to compare. Shall we? Let's. Ossuary Mech. I know you're in here. Okay. What a crazy comparison. Oh, that's level 2. That's not fair. I have to compare apples to undead. This particular one has the same abilities. So I guess that's a bad example. But we will, but hold on. What? Just say it. I can't hear you. Say it again. So, what, the Vampiric Demon? Oh, the Vampiric Demon. Let's see if they're different. I hope they do, because I want to showcase the fact that sometimes just because you get another Vampiric Demon, no, it's the same too. They do have different abilities printed on these cards. That was one of the selling points of these cards. I wonder what these symbols mean. I didn't look into this. I was bought in because it was Justin Gary and a lot of other reasons, but see that symbol next to Energy Prison, and that symbol next to Blight Witch, and the symbol next to Raging Stitcher and Vampiric Demon. I'm curious if those symbols actually account for or mean anything as far as like rarity or something to that effect. Something to look into. That's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video today is to experience all the great stuff that's coming out of these cards. All right. Last but not least is a new hero here. Has an Oak Father minion and a Wisp. This is Oros. Let's take a look at Oros. My wife says he's the awesomest. Okay. There he is, Oros. Has Dark Forge Drain, give a creature 2 attack and 2 health for each spell in your banished pile. Shapeshift, give him 6/6, and it has all creature types this turn. And Growth Aura, give your creature 7 health and you gain 7 health. That is Oros. So let's take a look at some of the cards you get with Oros. Oh, I see it now. Okay. There are Okay, the symbols I was talking about, I'm going to bring that back up. Those little purple dots and what have you, I found them on the side of the card. It's right there. So you can see one here, here. So let's take a look from above here. The Armored Bartok. It's a creature, warrior, 2 armor. Give the next creature you play this turn +2 attack and +2 health. Bartok, no fear. Dendrify. Head and Shoulders? Spell. Replace a level 1 creature with an Oakfather minion. This has a little purple dot right there. Swift, Violent Change. This is the Multitude of Forgiving Botany, by the way. That's the name of this deck. Ferocious Basher. Has Breakthrough. Deploy, give this 3 armor this turn. A Grove Mother. When this is replaced, you may play up to 2 Wisp minions. The Mystical Bear. You may play a Wisp minion by deploying this. A Refreshing Ranger. This one. Okay, so this has... Some of these green dots are surrounded with... Let me see if I can pull this up on the camera. It's going to be hard to showcase unless it focuses. Some green dots, there it goes, there, are surrounded by a green thing, and some green dots are surrounded by a purple thing. So I really would like to know the legend behind that. That was a Refreshing Ranger. You may, if you have no empty lanes when you deploy this, give this 2 attack and 2 health. If this replaced a creature, you gain an additional 6 health. Swamp Moss Lurker. If you have more than 50 health, this is free. Roaming Druid. You may play a Wisp. Give another creature 2/2. Summoning Council. Play 2 Wisps. I don't remember which ones I played. So Utera Charger. You may have this battle a creature. Grove Mother. When this is replaced, play 2 minions. Ferocious Basher. We talked about Dendrify and Armored Bartok. Okay. That is another one down. I'm curious on this mat. Are there... Okay. There are no rules on this paper mat. Well, this is the Kickstarter edition, so I don't even see a rule book. I think the rules are only going to be online, maybe? It's possible. That's that pack. Another pack to go. So this is a fresh booster. They call it a booster kit. Every booster kit is going to come with 1 deck from each of the 4 different factions. Every time. I'm pretty sure every time. I almost don't want to say that, but it does seem to be the case. There's some to open. Let's take a look. This one is Circe herself, the Trailblazing Yellow Daughters. That's the name of this one. From these merry gallows your bodies die, but new citizens rise. Happy Execution Day. That's what it says on it. So let's take a look at Circe. Death Touch, Life Drain, and Soul Siphon. Destroy a creature, a level 1 creature. Deal 6 damage to a creature and you gain 6 health. And destroy one of your creatures and give a creature +12 attack and +12 health. And that's again what all those dice counters are for. This is deck number 56,129. For those of you keeping count. Let's look at the level 3 cards this time. That'll be fun. Arrogant Skeleton, no big deal, just has 25 attack and 14 health. The Bone Scythe Reaver says destroy an enemy level 1 or level 2 creature. 10 attack, 7 health. This spell here, destroy one of your creatures to play up to 3 zombie brutes. Time Roller, you rolled into the stream. Welcome to the madness that is SolForge Fusion that just arrived at my door not 1 hour ago. Give your zombies 4 attack this turn, they get aggressive. Ossuary Mech. So it's another Ossuary Mech. When this is destroyed, you may play a card from your discard pile for free. So we'll look at those Ossuary Mechs and see if those are the same again here in just a moment. Oh man, I want to make sure you guys see this one live. Sigmund Fraud, not Freud. Sigmund Fraud, love it. 10 attack, 8 health. as aggressive. Give your other zombies 3 attack. This turn, they also get aggressive. Spirit Reaver, 7 attack, 11 health. Activate, choose a creature type. Give each creature of that type -3 health. So I will choose your dragons, and they'll all die. That's what I say. Spite Hydra. A 10 attack, 11 health says deploy. If one of your creatures was destroyed this turn, give the Hydra 5 attack and 5 health. A Steadfast Demon. No abilities, just straight up power and toughness, 12 attack and 11 health. Tormenting Geist. As a 10 attack, 13 health, deploy it, destroy an enemy minion. And the Vampiric Fiend. When this is destroyed, give one of your creatures 6 attack, 6 health, and when you deploy it, deal 5 damage to a player and you gain 5 health. So what I want to do, I'm going to go to this Ossuary Mech right here, the level 3, and I believe it was in the first Nixia deck that we looked at, Ossuary Mech. So that one, oh, I see what makes it the same now. Okay, that's this little green dot. If that green dot doesn't have something surrounding it, or a purple dot or something else, that's what notes that it's going to be the same. Makes total sense. Let's see, Vampiric Demon. That's it. There we go. Vampiric Demon. Okay, there you go. Vampiric Demon, Steadfast Demon. So when I was talking earlier, maybe your demon will be a stealth demon, or your demon would be a something else demon. The Vampiric Demon is a little weaker, a 9 attack, 9 health, but it deals 5 damage to a player and you gain 5 health. Where the Steadfast Demon is 12 attack and 11 health. So that's how you can kind of tell the differences between the demons. So I gotta, or any of your cards, I gotta make sure I put this right back. Bunch of suspending and criticizing. Yeah, so that's gonna go here. Okay, if you screw it up and mix up your cards, at the bottom of every card, this was also very, very awesome. They put the name of the deck that it belongs to. So this is the deck of the Trailblazing Yellow Daughters. If you like jumbled your cards, or they toppled over, or somebody table flipped and rage quit, you could at least sort them by the names on the bottom of the cards. Okay, so that is the Circe deck. Let's see. Let's go steampunk. What do we have here? Another Steel Rosetta. Okay. This Steel Rosetta has someday, today. Inspire. Oh wow, this one looks for the level 1 ability or level 2 ability of the Forgeborn you didn't pick. So if you ran this deck with, let's say, Korok, but you chose to pick Steel Rosetta, this first ability looks for Korok's first ability and gets it. Tinker, play a Gizmo, a Mega Gizmo, and then repurpose. Choose a creature. If it's replaced this turn, you may reanimate it. Cool. This deck is called the Kludgy Able Patrols. Let's put this here for now. We'll throw the deck up there. Another Gizmo. And take a look at some stuff. Blightsteel Gargoyle. So, was there a Blightsteel Gargoyle in... Because now this one has a purple dot. I want to see if there was a... Yes. Oh, but it's Brightsteel, not Blightsteel. Okay, so if it has that name, it's going to have those abilities. That makes way more sense. Brightsteel looks like it gives it armor, something to that effect. Okay, I'm understanding it more and more the more cards I uncover. Okay, Brightsteel Gargoyle, Camouflage Reinforcements. So we've seen these in previous decks. Combat Justicar. Maybe we didn't see Camouflage Reinforcements. We saw Upside Down Reinforcements. Come on, where are you? Where are you, angry? Oh, it must have been the first deck. Venerable. So we saw Venerable Reinforcements. So the reinforcements, they're 7 attack, 8 health. The camouflaged are 8 attack, 10 health with stealth. These don't have stealth. So they're a strong... The ones with stealth are just straight up stronger. Interesting. 8, 10, 7, 8. Turning Tides with Pride. That's what they do. Give creatures adjacent to this +5 health. Super, super interesting. Combat Justicar's 13 attack and 11 health. The Electronet is a spell. It gives a creature minus 15 attack. If it has increased attack, this is free. Energy Surge, you may play a Mega Gizmo minion and upgrade a card in your hand, then play it for free. Wow, that'd be awesome. I believe you only get to play 2 cards or something to that effect. Yeah, you have a hand of 4, you play 2, and then you discard 2, and those 2 that you discard are ones that level up. That's how I believe it's supposed to be played. Spiritforge Sentinel has aggressive and stealth, and deploy if you replaced a creature, give it 6 extra attack. Steadfast Inventor Scientist, you may play a Mega Gizmo minion when it's deployed. Steel Eye Researcher, when you play a minion, give this 5 attack and 5 health. Oh, when you play a minion, rather, give this 5 attack and 5 health. Stout Virtuoso has 14 attack and 20 health, another scientist. And a tech upgrade spell. So this is another one where it looks for more than one scientist. Or if you have a scientist in play. You choose 1 ability, or you can choose 2 if you have a scientist in play. I saw a lot of scientists in this deck, so it might be worth it to combine this deck with this deck because it had another tech upgrade which looks for more scientists. Give a creature 10 armor, deal 10 damage to a creature, or upgrade 2 cards in your hand, and if you have a scientist in play, choose 2 instead. Interesting to note, the verbiage on this says choose 1, which that's self-explanatory, but when it says choose 2, I guess it's not self-explanatory, but some people will probably argue, can I choose the same one twice? Well, it doesn't say you can, it says choose 2 abilities. So I would assume you don't get to choose the same one twice. All right, who else do we have here? We have a new red hero. Let's look at that. I call him hero, they're Forgeborn. This is Sunder. Take a look at Sunder. Has some ice armor, Stimbolt, and Gathering Storm. You and one of your creatures get 5 armor this turn. You can play a spell for free, and when you play a spell that turn on Gathering Storm, deal 8 damage to a creature or player. Okay. A Spell Sprite token. Flame Break Invoker. It's aggressive. Give your other creatures 2 attack. This turn they get aggressive. Rhymehorn Charger, aggressive. Well, lots of aggressive stuff. I'm just going to kind of take a look. Aggressive Breakthrough. Deploy. Deal 12 damage to your creatures and 12 damage to an enemy creature. I'm hoping, I don't know, but I'm hoping that deploy means when this is played, but not when this resolves, because this would just kill itself. So I'd have to really look that up. A Stampeding Warstoker it's a Yeti with Breakthrough. Stone Skin, give one of your creatures 9 attack. It may battle an enemy creature. Turnabout, that's always fair play. Choose an enemy creature. It battles another enemy creature. Another Undeady. I want to look at that other Undeady now in the other Korok deck. Unstable Colossus and a Windspark Elemental. So let's get this Undeady and see if it's the same as this Undeady. Is it not in here? Is it in the first Korok deck? Did I mix up the decks? I didn't mix them up. That's good. Bear with me. Undeady. Yes, it's different. I think it is not different because it doesn't have a name and the symbol is the same, the green symbol. Okay. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. That is the Sunder deck. Last but not least, our last deck in these booster packs is another Nova. Take a look real quick at Nova. Play up to 2 Wisps. Give your creatures +3 attack and +3 health. And Nova's Touch. Choose an enemy creature. The opponent replaces it with a Wisp minion. Creatures opposing that Wisp get Breakthrough this turn. Okay. There's the Wisp and Oakfather token. Combat Batterhide. 14 attack, 11 health dinosaur. Deploy this turn, an enemy creature loses all printed abilities and gets Defender. Dendrify, replace up to 2 creatures with Oakfather minions. That could be pretty good if you had 2 if you had 2 Wisps, you could just turn them into Oakfathers. Feral Instinct, give a creature 6 attack this turn, then give it 6 armor, and breakthrough. If it deals damage to a player this turn, you may play it for free. Another Leyline Vermin. This turn, an enemy creature loses all printed abilities. Mystical Tangle Sprout, a defender plant spirit. Activate, give another creature 4 attack and 4 health. A Sated Ravager. Breakthrough, deploy. If you gain health this turn, give this 6 attack and 6 health. Deploy. If you have more than 30 health, give this plus 15 attack. Wow. So if you gained health that turn and it puts you over 30, that would be an amazing, amazing card. Soothing Rex. When another... Hey, it's a Soothing Rex. Rex. When another one of your dinosaurs comes into play, give it 5 attack and 5 health. You may have it battle an enemy creature. Deploy, gain 5 health. Activate. Play a card for free. This is Talisan. He's a 13 attack, 10 health, mage. Toxic Spores. It's a spell. Give a creature 10 health. Then give another creature minus 10 health. Transcendent Biologist. You may play a Wisp minion. Give your minions 5 attack and 5 health. So again, those are just, the rest of these are lower level versions of the ones we just looked at. So I hope that gives you a decent insight as to what you can expect when you open some packs and some booster kits and open your starter kit for SolForge Fusion. Again, I don't know what the retail version is going to have differently. I would suspect it would have a rule book, but it just might not. But in the end, I'm really excited to get playing this game ASAP. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you at the next boardroom meeting.